9:24.
All right.
9:24.
Just had to get that in there.
Yeah. Reminder. I'll hit record on mine.
Oh, I thought it was already recording.
Nope.
Okay.
It is now, though.
All right.
Welcome back to another installment.
Yeah, welcome to episode 2.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans. So I was thinking it would be kind of fun today if before we jumped into our topic, if we kind of talked about our favorite podcasts just for a little bit.
Okay.
Just as a little intro and what podcast inspired you and what inspired me.
I definitely know that you have a different one than I do.
I know. I think I know what yours might be.
Yeah.
But you go first because I know you have. Yeah, you have a couple that you really like.
Yeah, the two that I have are Brian Rose from London Real.
Yeah, you showed me that one.
And Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience.
That was the one I knew you were for sure
gonna say.
That
is the one we looked up the other day.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, I wonder what his first podcast looked like. So we looked it up and we're like, wow.
What was on the background? Wasn't there something like snowflakes or something on the screen?
It wasn't
some weird lights.
Yeah, so it was just a backdrop with words.
Yeah.
And I forget what the words said.
It was something either weird or inappropriate.
I think it was more inappropriate.
I think it was too. I forget what it was.
I mean, appropriate now.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring your old backdrop back, that's fine. But yeah, definitely. I think it was something not like Nike Just Do It, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
And then Brian Rose from London Real, he was an inspiration just because he was like a Wall Street banker in New York. And then he was sick of it. And then he had the funds to start his own podcasting thing. And back in the day he was in his apartment with his microphones and just interviewing people. And now he has this awesome business and he talks around the world about it and tries to get people started. And if I could afford his 6 week thing he puts out, I would totally buy it, but can't. So
is it a podcasting seminar? I think you were telling me about that. Yeah. Yeah,
it's like a paid. You can pay for him to tell you tips and tricks and
eventually
all that stuff. Eventually maybe.
Yeah.
Because he does speeches and stuff, but
those
two off the top of the bat, and then what was the other guy's name?
Do you listen to others that are conspiracy type thing? Not that the other guys that
that's
conspiracy,
addicting.
But
so no.
No,
not really. I mean, especially what we're doing, what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah.
I've never really seen anybody else cover those topics.
That's true. I don't really listen to many paranormal podcasts.
I watch paranormal shows that are legit instead of spoofy.
Yeah.
I used to think Ghost Adventures in the beginning.
I used to love Ghost Adventures.
In the beginning, I was like, what are these guys doing?
Or what is that one on Sci-Fi? Is it Ghost Hunters?
Ghost Hunters International or whatever.
Or the one, but no, they have the International, but they had original just Ghost Hunters. That seemed pretty legit.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is based in New England, and you can, go.
Oh, wow.
You can, pay to, go with them.
Yeah, because those Ghost Adventure guys, they've been doing it for, I don't know, 10 years or something. Full time. So they're paid to, travel and do this. So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, it is
cool. But then we're here, and we're covering a bunch of different topics.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get bored.
Yeah.
Because we'll be back with different topics every time.
Yeah, different stuff.
Especially today, it's weird.
So a couple of my favorites in the kind of realm that we're doing are, I love Mile Higher podcast. Mm-hmm. I started watching, it's by this couple, Kendall and Josh, and I watched her on YouTube, and she started on YouTube as a rant YouTuber.
That was the other one
that was the one I showed you, and then she slowly started transitioning into covering conspiracies, and then she does this whole series called where she covers missing persons cases, and it's actually really cool because true crime, and with her missing her Where Is videos, she always has like one of her subscribers design a t-shirt, and then all of the proceeds from that t-shirt go to support Thorn, which is Ashton Kutcher's company that's helping to fight human trafficking.
Yep, I remember you. We talked about that at the coffee factory.
Yeah.
Briefly.
But so I love them. They're really cool, and they cover like a whole bunch of different stuff. So I love them. They're awesome. And then and then I listen to those conspiracy guys, but you have to devote time if you want to like listen to. Have you listened to their podcast?
No, but a lot of like it gets deep.
It gets deep, and so their newer ones are shorter, and by shorter I mean like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Whereas some of their old ones run like 5 to 10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I'll be listening to it for like a week.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy, but they dive deep with some topics.
And plus, I mean, the internet, like if you look it up, I mean, a lot of it's like, do you want to believe this site? Do you want to believe this reference?
Yeah.
But stuff like, do you have another one?
I have one more, but it's not like conspiracy related at all, but it's this podcast called We Hate Movies.
We Hate Movies.
You need to listen to it. They're the funniest fucking guys. It's these like 4...
That's the other one you showed me.
Is it? Oh yeah,
the 4 guys. It was like a fisheye lens.
Yep.
The guys in the corner.
It's 4 guys from New York, and they all, I think, work in some way or another in like the film industry.
Okay.
And they're just funny. They basically review movies that they hate and just like tear it apart and make fun of it, and it's hilarious to listen to.
I saw what you showed me upstairs, and they were just like, the guy had like 4 Pabsts.
Yeah.
And he's just drinking, like making fun of stuff.
Yeah,
and
they're
each other,
so funny.
And, like, so
they're hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be those 4 guys just shooting the shit about movies
I
hate.
know.
That's funny.
I know, it is. It's hilarious. All right, well, are we ready to get into the topic?
Unless you have another one. I can't remember.
I don't. Those are pretty much the only ones I listen to. And then I listen to a few random episodes of others here and there, but those are my like ones I'm dedicated to.
Yeah. I've watched like the London Real episodes. It's just you have everybody from everywhere overcoming something and prevailing, and it's cool. Like it's inspirational. It's like when you go online and you want to find inspiration and you look up like inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
10 minutes later you're like, yeah, I can take on the world. And then you're like, whoa. Oh, simmer down. But yeah, we can get into what we're doing today, which is creepy.
Very creepy.
So cheers to creepy.
Cheers to creepy. So, as you can probably know by the podcast title of this episode that we will eventually create in the future, we are going to be talking about Annabelle the Doll and probably some other creepy dolls.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to cover something paranormal, and I love the Conjuring movies. I love the Annabelle movies. I need to go see the new one, though. I haven't seen it yet. But I was like, dude, let's cover Annabelle, because that's fucking scary and paranormal. And
those movies are just like, wow. Because
dude, they're fucking scary.
You don't think that type of stuff can happen, but it does, and then you don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
But then you do.
I'm sure there's some stuff with those movies that's not totally real either. But
the effects.
But it's like they have
movies.
You know what gets me in movies is jump out scares.
Yeah.
It's like the jump out scares with the like music. It gets me every time.
It's that suspense.
Yeah, the suspense gets to me. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it and I love it at the same time.
It's like freaking Psycho.
I've never seen that.
Wait.
I know. Okay. I don't know how I've never seen that.
Okay, you know what? You're gonna say a lot of these things where I'm supposed to give like a crazy reaction, like, "Oh my god, you've never seen Psycho," but I'm kind of used to it because Amy hasn't either.
Really?
I think so.
That doesn't surprise me though.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. All right.
Not at all.
She doesn't seem like the horror movie person.
So she likes the paranormal movies.
Okay.
So she likes those, and ghost movie, like good ghost movies, not like crap.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
good horror.
Yeah, good horror, not like blood horror all
Yeah,
over the place.
I get that.
But yeah, today we are going to be talking about creepy dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Most of you probably have one.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, I used to have, I had these porcelain dolls in my room.
those are creepy.
Ugh. And I swear.
You look at them and they're like...
Dude, I swear, this was when I was like really little, but I swear, I don't think they actually did, but when I was younger, I used to like stare at them as I was falling asleep because I was like, I think they're whispering about me. Because I had like 4 of them like lined up on like my dresser.
They're definitely talking about
And
you.
I was like, oh my god, I think they're like talking to each other. And I would get so freaked out that I would literally take them down from my dresser and like put them on the ground.
So
and
you were like looking at them. You were looking at them, they were looking at you.
And it's just like creepy.
Kelly, we're gonna catch you.
It freaked me out. It would always
you
scare
hear a bump
me.
in the night and you're like, where's the doll?
Right?
But yeah, that's...
I was not a fan. They were very pretty though, but at night I was like, these are so scary.
Good. Especially it comes down to like, bad weather and thunder and rain.
And then just like lightning flashes on their face.
You're like, no! Go away.
Alright.
That's what I've done. But, you can,
You want me to start off?
Yeah, Kelly has Annabelle notes.
I have notes, yep.
She has a lot of notes.
I have a lot of notes. Big note taker.
I didn't do the note taking.
That's alright.
I did the internet researching and, okay, this one's
You're
kind
here
of crappy.
for the ride.
Like, okay, this one's kind of crap. Oh, this one's cool.
So, alright, so Annabelle.
Mm-hmm. When is it in theaters?
It's in theaters now, the new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it came out like a couple weeks ago. This is like the 3rd Annabelle movie. Crazy.
Help us.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Alright, so Annabelle the Doll, in the movie she's like portrayed as this like really creepy porcelain doll, but in real life it was a Raggedy Ann.
Okay.
And
according... Y'all know Raggedy Ann?
Yeah.
Maybe they remember them.
According to the story, maybe we'll like post up like a picture of the real Annabelle doll like right here. Boom. But so she was apparently, it was like a secondhand Raggedy Ann doll, and it was gifted to a nursing student named Donna by her mom, and she got it from like a secondhand shop. And this was in 1970. So yeah, she gifted, I don't know why you would gift a Raggedy Ann doll to like your adult child, but whatever. I get maybe that was a thing. Maybe Raggedy Ann's were like
you see my reaction. I don't know why you would do it.
And so yeah, so she gifted the doll to her daughter Donna, and then Donna had a roommate named Angie, and over time they started to notice that Annabelle would like move around on her own. So they would like, she would mostly be like, they would leave her on Donna's bed. And then they would come home and she would be like on the couch in the living room.
Remember the thing I was telling you about when I grew up? The possessions thing?
Yeah, would like move around on you.
Oh yeah. But this is doll related.
Yeah.
Not hat related.
Yeah. But still, it's weird.
Creepy.
Yeah, so the doll would like move from like one room to another.
That was such a strange feeling though.
And they had a close friend, Donna had a close friend named Lou. And apparently, like from day one, Lou was like, this doll is like no good. Like he got really bad vibes from it.
Lou got bad vibes.
Yeah, and then Lou got bad vibes.
Like a band.
Yeah, Lou got bad vibes.
Moving on.
We should get t-shirts that say that.
Bad vibes, spill the beats.
And so things started to progress, and they started finding like messages on parchment paper.
Okay.
In their house, like on the floor, and one would say like "help us," another would say "help Lou."
Oh.
Creepy, right?
Yeah.
And what's especially weird is they didn't own parchment paper.
Oh,
so there was no parchment paper in the house. It was just like showing the fuck up. Yeah. Maybe it was Lou.
Maybe Lou went out.
Maybe it was fucking Lou.
Maybe Lou went out and got some parchment paper. It was like, hey.
And
Can't keep it in my car.
so one night, I guess Donna came home and found the doll with blood on her hands, or like a red liquid that seemed to be like coming from the doll.
Gross.
Weird.
Yeah, but where the hell on the doll is it coming from?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Like, parchment paper and blood on the doll. It just keeps getting weirder.
It's fucking Lou, man.
Dude.
Calling it.
Lou did.
So they decided to bring in a medium to see like what's going on. And the medium revealed that before the apartment building was built, it was just like a field.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins was found dead in the field.
Okay, so Annabelle...
Look, dude, research Annabelle Higgins, because I meant to do that to see if like this is actually a real person.
Annabelle Higgins.
Because it kind of seems like to me that this whole story is coming from Ed and Lorraine Warren, you know, the people that all the Conjuring movies are based around, and it doesn't really seem like there's any, like, I've never seen or heard of any interview with like Donna and Angie or Lou, so it's curious that they like are saying all these people, but none of them have ever come forward themselves.
Annabelle's fucking creepy.
At least it seems that way to me. If I've never seen an article
Dude,
with...
she has a broken eye.
Well, that's the movie doll. That's not the real one.
Yeah, well, I want the real one.
Alright. Yeah, keep researching that. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
So, yeah, she revealed that it was a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins who was found dead in the field, and apparently the spirit of Annabelle trusted Donna and Angie and wanted to live with them inside the doll.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's real. Oh, okay. Yeah, my sister had a lot of these Raggedy Ann. Yeah.
My brother had a...
Oh, dude.
Whatever the...
There's a tarot card.
Yeah, it's like the whole box that Annabelle has like a whole bunch of stuff to basically like keep the evil spirit inside the box.
Bummer.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, that's
creepy, right?
It says it's a tarot card, and it says the devil, and it's nailed on the door of her glass enclosure.
Jesus Christ.
No, the devil.
Yeah, I know. I meant like Jesus Christ is fucking scary.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, were you making a joke about what I said? Okay.
Yeah, thanks for acknowledging. That went over well.
Well, I'm gonna restart the camera.
It's time. Yeah, we got to get a bigger card for the camera because we can only record a certain amount. Well, my camera's well.
So Annabelle wanted to live with Donna and Angie inside the doll because she trusted them. And
there's Annabelle and
that's
Angie?
No, that
one
is
of the earliest
Ed and Lorraine's daughter.
Oh. This looks good. This one's good.
Yeah.
It's from, you know why it's good? What's in the title?
UK?
Yeah. That's why it's good. Sorry, America. But a lot of the UK's stuff is pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So they agreed to let her officially inhabit the doll.
Inhabit?
Yeah, like, and officially, like, go inside the doll.
Oh, so they're like...
They like, agreed... No.
Autopsy on the doll.
They, like, agreed to let the spirit, like, live inside the doll.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You don't do that.
And shit started to hit the fan.
Oh, big time.
And so Lou started having dreams about Annabelle. Mm-hmm. Like, he would be dreaming that he was, like, sleeping, and she would be, like, in his bed, or, like, climbing up his leg and going to choke him. Ugh.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, Yep, and so one day, Lou was over Donna and Angie's apartment, and...
Dude, she's so creepy.
They heard... that's Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, look at her smirk.
Yeah.
She knows what's up.
They're psychics. That's their whole thing, is they were like the mediums.
Was Lorraine that woman on, was that Ghost Adventures?
I don't know.
Is she passed away?
I have no clue. Huh. I don't know if they're still alive or not.
Because there was one. She looks familiar to one of the women on the show that was the medium for one of the shows. Yeah, they brought her in.
She might be.
So she might be.
She's like pretty famous.
Yeah, because she's like shoot.
And so one day when Lou was over their apartment, they heard rustling from inside her bedroom and that had the door closed. So they opened the door and Annabelle had moved from off the bed to the corner of the bedroom.
Oh, I'm completely listening, but remember Paranormal State?
No, I never watched that.
You never watch it?
Was she on that?
That's where she is from.
Oh.
Right there. That's her. But that was Paranormal State. I don't know what the hell happened to them.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's where she's from. That's where I remember her. See, I've watched it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Annabelle had been moved from the bed to the corner of the room. And Lou started to like walk towards Annabelle to, pick her up. And as he started to walk towards the doll, he started to feel as if he was being burned and scratched. And then apparently he had scratches like all over his chest.
Wow.
But then they healed super quickly, like in 2 days.
That's weird.
Yep. So they decided to call, I think they called a priest, and then a priest called Ed and Lorraine Warren to come and help. So that's kind of when
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's when like they enter the story, and basically they came in and were like, this doll is not inhabited by a spirit, it's possessed by a demon, and the demon is after Donna's soul. So they were like, well, we're gonna take this demon doll off of your hands because clearly you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. And they had a priest perform an exorcism on the apartment, and I think that's pretty much where it ended with Donna and Angie. But then
that's pretty intense.
Yeah, so the Lorraines, or not the Lorraines, the Lorraines. That sounds like another band.
The Lorraines.
The Lorraines.
Punk chick band.
Yeah, they would be doing covers of like, if you like pina coladas and getting caught with Lorraine.
That's funny. Yeah, but she's holding the doll, Lorraine.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
So the Warrens like took the doll home with them, and I guess on their drive home, like shit started going wrong with the car. Like they didn't decide to not take the highway because they were too freaked out. Mm-hmm. So they took all back roads, but like their car battery like kept not working, and like the lights, and just like shit was going wrong with the car. So apparently they pulled over and sprinkled holy water on the doll, and then it stopped.
Pina coladas.
And hell yeah.
That's what I would do.
And then they brought the doll home, and I guess when the doll was at their house, it levitated several times and was showing up in different rooms again throughout the house. So they eventually had the doll exorcised and built a special case that
we just saw
that Annabelle is still into this day.
Lock her up.
Yeah, so it's like a locked case with, and I never noticed, but Jordan pointed out that there's a tarot card on the case. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure, I remember reading at one point, like a while ago, that they have a priest that comes in and blesses either the room or the case, I think like
probably
once
both.
A month. It might be the room, because they have an occult museum that has like a whole bunch of haunted artifacts. And this is in their house.
It says, warning, positively do not open.
Right? Weird. And, alright, so listen to this, though. So here's what some skeptics say. So a lot of people believe that, the story isn't real. Which makes sense, of course. And I guess there was an episode of The Twilight Zone called Living Doll that happened in like I think it was like an episode in the 60s. And in the story, there's a character named Annabelle that bought a haunted doll for her daughter. And then the whole Annabelle story came out like a couple years later.
So it's like...
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's so Annabelle's a big deal.
So a lot of people
Annabelle.
Annabelle
is a big deal.
So skeptics believe that it's kind of, it's kind of convenient that...
Are you sure? It was...
No, the doll wasn't called Annabelle. It was like the mom...
Talkie...
The mom was
Tina.
named Annabelle, who bought the doll for her daughter.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's just kind of like weird coincidence that like... It's kind of like the same... Yeah, it's like the same storyline, and then they use the name of a character from it, so...
Yeah, it was Talkie Tina.
Yeah. So, kind of weird.
Definitely weird, especially it's on the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, and that came out before they came out with their story, too. Yeah, it was in 1963.
63.
So it's totally possible that I mean, there's a lot of people who are very skeptical about a lot of, like, Ed and Lorraine Warren's,
Yeah, it's similar.
I'm trying to think of the right word, because it's not, like, conquest, but basically a lot of their stories about their paranormal experiences, a lot of people are very skeptical of it.
Well, yeah, you're gonna, like, I mean, everything we're gonna be talking about has skepticism.
All about skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living Doll, Twilight Zone, Season 5, Episode 6. A vindictive doll takes revenge on a man who wants it destroyed.
Ooh, maybe that's Lou.
Lou's back.
Lou's back. Fucking Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Cool.
What else do you think about Annabelle?
I just think it's one of those things where Annabelle could happen to other families or other situations with different dolls with the same kind of circumstances.
Yeah.
It depends on what's going on, what
in
the
house.
doll has seen, what the doll has been through, where the doll has been. Like,
PTSD for the doll.
Exactly. She looks happy. She looks content sitting there like, yo, what's up?
Post-traumatic.
Don't open this door, bro.
Doll disorder.
Don't open this door. Yeah, but then there was this other thing I looked up. It was basically there was like a scientific word for it that you know how people say that voices get held in the walls or energy lives in things. Well, Annabelle's a perfect example.
Yeah.
So whatever spirit or entity or whatever's going on in there is there.
Yeah. It could even be like, if it's not a demon, it could, like you said, just be like bad energy.
Yeah, totally.
Like the doll was around if like something really bad happened, because it was purchased in a secondhand shop, so it's like you don't really know, I guess, the experience of the doll before.
Yeah, because everything, it's weird because like everything has like a scent. So if people have their own belongings and they know how they smell, and then you get a new one and it smells like either like smoke or smells like, oh, this doll was near a fire, and like that energy is held in. So I forget what it's called. Anybody out there know what the hell that's called? Energy in things, like energy in the walls.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the term for it.
Like places where
or like
people,
even like almost like a poltergeist, where poltergeists come from basically the energy within the household.
I forget what it's called. Moving on though. But yeah, Annabelle sounds like a pretty cool, not cool, not cool, back and forth.
It would be
type of thing.
It would be cool to go to their museum, but I don't know if it's still.
We got to get the podcast started off.
That would be awesome.
I would love to be able to like travel and talk about all of this.
I don't know if their museum is even open right now, though.
I don't know either. You'll notice on this podcast that we pretty much talk the way we would talk to each other, the way we've talked to each other in the past for other...
Sorry, motorcycle just went by.
Back, like, what, 2 years, 3 years ago for just, like, Christmases or Thanksgivings or anything like that. We always used to talk the same way. Now it's just in front of you and with information.
Yeah, so on their website, and it said this because I remember looking this up like a while ago because I was like, oh, I want to go to their occult museum, but it says that the occult museum is closed due to zoning regulations. And this has been up like this for a while, so I don't know if they'll like if they're eventually going to reopen it. I'm hoping they will, especially after all these movies. You think that they would, because they probably get a lot of business.
You know what's a creepy museum?
What?
The Mutter Museum.
What is that?
In Philadelphia. It's near the...
what is that?
It's near the old prison, the Eastern State Penitentiary, that is closed but open to tours. I've been there like 3 times.
The museum?
The museum
or
I went
Eastern
to...
State Penitentiary?
Eastern State Penitentiary I've been to 3 times. And the Mutter Museum I went to once. Couldn't go the second time. But you should look up the Mutter Museum.
Yeah, let me see.
But as for...
Apparently there's like a traveling... like haunted artifacts museum too that I want to go to.
It's
and it was gonna be in this area. It was like a few months ago.
Oh, I think they redid it.
What is this? What is it like about?
It's an oddities type of museum.
Oh, okay.
I haven't visited the website in a while, but it has
weird.
Different weird oddities and stuff. It is pretty cool. Just another thing we can talk about at another time.
Don't do that too much. What's this? There is, I wonder if this is what it is. There is like a haunted museum, like a traveling haunted museum that apparently has this like really creepy...
A traveling haunted museum.
Yeah, and it has this like,
cool.
It has this like mirror that's supposed to be like really...
I recognize that guy.
Like really sinister and evil.
A sinister
but I forget,
and evil frickin' mirror traveling.
No, like it's like... fucked up. Yeah. No, it is. It's supposed to be like this.
No, I'm laughing at your
This is what it is. The dark mirror.
The dark mirror. What is that?
It's supposed to be like really haunted. So.
Because you've seen in scary movies where somebody would look in the mirror and behind them there would be something. They would turn around, nothing's there. At least I have. I forget the movie title.
So apparently I get just when you like look in the museum, anytime like someone looks in, not in the museum, in the mirror, they see themselves like aging or like winking at themselves, smiling or disappearing.
That's weird, but it's also kind of cool. Oh, come glass wood, crown paint.
So it's supposed to be like...
freaky as hell.
Like really scary to look into. Like I guess when like people go to like the traveling museum, a lot of people like don't, won't look in the mirror because they're too scared. But I really want to go to this, and they came to this area like a while ago.
Gotta wear a GoPro when you look in that thing.
But I forget. Yeah, they're not going to be anywhere around here.
Oh, where are they?
They're in Michigan.
Oh, I want to go to Michigan.
So I think it's...
someday.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Well, they definitely like...
That's what we could do.
Or you can book an exhibition, I guess, but you would definitely have to... It's probably pretty expensive.
Oh, probably.
But pretty cool.
Awesome.
All right, let's
continue.
I know, we're getting so sidetracked.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we go from we could talk about that Mary Shaw.
Yeah, talk about that.
And her dolls.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I don't know if you're aware of the poem.
I'm not. Ooh, there's a poem.
There's a poem.
Gross.
There's a poem that goes along with... It was in the movie. I don't know if they used it back in the day.
Okay.
I don't even know if the back in the day story is true. I mean, I believe she was a ventriloquist and she had dolls and stuff.
So the movie Dead Silence is apparently based off of this woman, which I didn't even know that was supposed to be based off of a real person.
I didn't know either until I looked it up and started digging.
Yeah.
But the poem is, "Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. If you see her in your dreams, make sure you never scream, for she'll rip your tongue out at the seam." Painful.
I'm getting freaked out talking about all this shit in my house. Like all my stuffed animals are gonna come alive.
Yeah, your
so
unicorn back there is gonna be
my
like,
giant stuffed unicorn. Please don't. I love you.
But yeah, she apparently back in the day, I don't know, maybe 1941. Apparently she was performing like her act or whatever, and this kid in the audience kind of mocked her, made fun of her in some way, and the show ended, and then they apparently couldn't find the kid for, a couple days after that.
Did they ever find him?
That's a good question. Because it didn't really, it just said his name was Michael and he went missing.
It sounds like they never found him.
Yeah, the townspeople and the Ashen family, they became convinced that Mary had something to do with his disappearance because he mocked her, and then she went pissed off.
Yeah.
But apparently she was confronted by them, and she was pleading her innocence, and they wouldn't let her go. They just thought that she took the kid. She was
guilty.
So they kind of cut her tongue out.
Oh my God! Wow.
And they left her there.
I mean, that wouldn't really help you if you were trying to eventually get information out of someone. That's kind of
I don't know.
Counterproductive.
I mean, the paragraph is just what it is. I mean, they could have interrogated her, but chances are they were just like, "Where's the kid? Oh, I don't know. Bled to death."
Damn.
So that's messed up. And then apparently, I keep saying apparently, but it's a good word and I like it. Several days after she was buried, more killings began.
Oh.
So each man who was involved in her murder was visited by one of the dolls. They were found dead with their tongues ripped out. So now the dolls, now she's dead.
Yeah.
And now her dolls are coming back
for
vengeance. And they're ripping people's tongues out.
Yeah. Damn.
Give me that tongue. Done. Give me that tongue. Done.
What are they doing with all those tongues?
Making a necklace.
I was trying to think of something to say, and I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
That's like that
weird image
thing. That's funny. Yeah. So I mean, let's see.
I think it's time for a wine refill.
Yeah, wine refill. Mary's ghost then began to visit the wives and children of these men.
Oh, supposedly.
Supposedly. Yeah.
That's how the legend goes.
Yeah, that is how the legend goes. Here we go. Tell me when.
That's good.
That's not the word.
When?
Tell me. Thank you. Now it's late.
It's a
Next time.
Should have said when sooner. It's alright. I wonder if that sounded very ASMR friendly, the wine pouring. I feel like it probably did.
That's probably on there.
It might be.
Because we got the audio there.
Fucking Mary.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. Mary's ghost then began to visit the wives and the children of these men. As the years passed, their children's children were visited. So this goes like Mary mocked.
Yeah.
Boy disappears. Mary gets confronted. She dies. Her dolls come back. Everybody gets visited just because this one dude was
Dude, look it down. I was like, look at the...
Look at what? What are we looking at?
Oh, I was looking at the comments. I thought someone was saying that their grandmother wasn't alive. Wait, so I think...
No, this one says, is this real? Because my grandmother said her mother used to tell her something similar to this poem, but that was before the movie was made.
Oh, and someone else was
saying... As far
as
I know, it's just a legend, which is what I read. But, I mean, some part of me wants this to be real, and then some part is me like... And it might be based
on... So is Mary Shaw a real woman, or is it just a legend?
I don't know if Mary Shaw is a real woman, but research could figure that out. And this is why I like looking things up and just having kind of almost the beginning, middle of these things, and then when we talk about it, we research and dig a little deeper live. That's the cool and fun part, because we're not scripted.
I think it is
oh yeah,
based on a real person.
I'll have to fix that for next time.
Is it? Maybe not.
My storage space is full. It's because I take too many silly videos of nothing. But yeah, she was 1869.
This says she's a fictional ghost.
She's a fictional ghost. She's a scary little shit.
But then there's like a whole background about her.
Oh yeah, that's one of the pictures from the movie. That chick gets her
I haven't
tongue
seen that
ripped
movie in so long.
Everybody gets their tongue ripped. It's like Oprah. You get your tongue ripped out. You get your tongue ripped out. Everybody gets their tongue ripped out.
So I think it's just like a legend.
Yeah, I think it is, but I kind of want it to be real. And
I think I'm okay with it, like, not being real.
I kind of don't, but
I think I'm okay with that.
But yeah, we'll have to. The movie's pretty good. It's freaky. It has a lot of that stuff freaky. You don't like, which you should see. That type of stuff jumps out at you, and like the visuals of like them coming at you.
Yeah,
that's freaky.
I remember it being scary when I watched it.
But tell me about.
Let's talk about Robert the Doll.
Robert the Doll.
So this is. I kind of like though that you did cover that because
I saw
the Mary Shaw, because I feel like it's kind of cool because we started with Annabelle, which is like a doll based. It's like a real haunted doll, but then they made a movie about it, and then we covered kind of like a movie about haunted dolls, and now we're covering like a real doll. Yeah. You know, we're kind of covering we're getting all the grounds. Yeah. We're getting like the doll that's like fake and real, the like legends, and now like a real one.
Now this is definitely Robert's real.
Yeah, Robert's for sure real. So this is Robert the Doll, which we'll put up a picture. Boom, right here. Super creepy. So Robert the Doll looks like a little boy in a sailor suit, and he's holding this like creepy looking
Well, Robert the Doll is a doll holding a puppy.
Holding a puppy, exactly. And so the sailor suit, they don't think was originally came with the doll. They think it was an outfit that... So he was owned by this young boy named Robert, also Robert Eugene Otto. Yes. But he would go by Gene. Yeah. But so people think that the sailor suit he was dressed in was actually one of Gene's outfits that he used to wear. And he like dressed the doll.
So he dressed himself up.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a movie?
And so the doll is there a movie?
It says Robert. Based on the true story of a haunted doll, Robert.
Oh, it must not have done very well because I've never heard of it.
He wants to be your best friend forever.
Scary.
Before Chucky, before Annabelle, there was
Robert. So Robert, I mean, it's true. Robert is 111 years old. And...
That's fucking old.
Yep. And he was purchased as a birthday gift for Gene by his grandfather, and he bought the doll in Germany. So, traveled a long way. And so, apparently, growing up, Otto had an unhealthy relationship with Robert the Doll, bringing him everywhere and talking to it all the time. Mm-hmm. And I guess when he was young, he would like blame little things on the doll. It doesn't really say what, but I'm assuming if like something broke or if something like small but bad happened, he would blame it on the doll.
That guy was a painter.
Yeah, he was a painter.
He was an artist.
Yeah. And as Gene grew older, he lived in like a really nice house, which he called the artist house. Mm-hmm. And people walking by could see Robert the Doll apparently like propped up in a window. And every now and then he would disappear and come back. So almost as if he was like getting up and moving around and whatever. And when Otto died, he died in 1974, his house was purchased by a woman named Myrtle Reuter. It's
like Roto.
Yeah. Who also became the owner of Robert the Doll. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not sure if Myrtle... It says it was purchased by a woman named Myrtle. I don't know if she had a daughter or what, because then there was another website that I was reading where they were saying that a 10-year-old girl moved into the house and Robert the Doll became her doll. So I'm not sure if Myrtle was a 10-year-old girl or... And, like, her parents purchased the house, or if Myrtle purchased the house and then her daughter became the new owner of the doll.
Yeah, because this says, according to legend, The doll has supernatural abilities that allow it to move, change its facial expressions, and make giggling sounds. Some versions of the legend claim that a young girl of what? Bahamian descent. Wow, I wouldn't have gotten that one. That was bad. Gave Otto the doll as a gift. Yeah. Or as retaliation for a wrongdoing. So she either gave him the doll as a gift or as retaliation for a wrongdoing.
I don't think that's right because
you don't think that's right?
No, because I got this from the Robert the Doll now is at a museum, and I got this
the East Martello.
Yeah,
but this could be wrong. I mean,
I think that's wrong because all of this history that I got is from the museum's webpage.
There you go.
So I think that's probably more accurate.
That's more legit.
But then the thing about the 10-year-old girl I got from a different page about the doll. But if this 10-year-old girl thing is true, then she claimed that...
there's actually a website specifically.
Yeah, Robert the Doll's pretty famous. But she claimed that Robert would try to attack her.
Yeah.
When she was younger. And
maybe there's like a human inside of Robert the Doll.
I would think maybe like some sort of demonic spirit or something.
Because remember the thing I told you to look up, that like serial killer guy? Mm-hmm. He there was this, I forget his name. There was the guy literally put like the kids that he, murdered into dolls. And he had them in his apartment, and he was living with his parents, and they didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
That Russian guy.
I thought it was like mummified bodies.
I think it was, but they were in they were
in dolls.
Yeah.
Ew.
And he had them in his apartment.
Ew.
And his parents didn't know.
They thought they were just dolls.
They thought they were, yeah.
Ugh, that's so gross.
But they were like real people.
Ugh. Dude, some people are so fucked.
It's so fucked. Where is your time going, sir? Oh, I'm just, killing peeps and putting them in dolls, and that's messed up.
Seriously.
But yeah, the parents had no idea.
What did that smell? Like, what did that start to smell?
But if he's mummifying them.
I guess that's true. Maybe it would, preserve.
Yeah, preserve them instead of, lime them.
Gross.
Lime for everyone.
It's just like fabric Febreze.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you get a little stinky today.
It's
terrible.
It is terrible. But it happened.
It did happen,
That's
and we
true.
didn't make it happen.
No. I stumbled upon that from just doing paranormal related research and stuff.
Yeah. Remember that website Stumble Upon?
No.
Oh, you never did that?
No, I just like using the same.
Alright. That's alright.
Yeah. What was the website?
It was literally, the website was called Stumble Upon, and it would literally just bring you to random websites.
What is that, like Ask Jeeves?
I don't think so.
That was just a search engine, right?
No, Stumble Upon wasn't a search engine.
No, Ask Jeeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you Ask Jeeves. Stumble Upon's different.
No, I think it was like you could put in like what interests you have, and then you would like hit a button, and then it would like bring you to like all these, not like a bunch of websites at once. It would bring you to one website at once.
Ew.
And then it was cool because it was just like, it wasn't like you searched for a specific website. It would be like, I'm interested in art and music and this. And it would literally just like pop up with a random website, and then you could explore it, and if you thought it was boring, you could just hit like the next button, and then it would bring up another random website.
I could see how that'd be interesting.
It was super fun, but I don't think Stumble Upon exists anymore, sadly.
I don't.
All right, back to Robert the Doll. So, and back to this Myrtle Reuter woman. Yeah, not sure if she's the 10-year-old girl or the one who bought the house. Wait, did Stumble Upon? No, it doesn't exist.
Just
but I guess her guests would claim to hear footsteps and giggling in the attic, and if anyone spoke ill of Otto or Jean, they said they could see Robert's expression change.
Yeah,
like he would get like upset, like they could see the doll like getting upset.
I read about that.
Yee, isn't that
Just
weird?
don't speak ill of his
Yeah,
people.
of his owner.
Yeah.
And then I guess she also claimed that Robert the Doll would move around the house.
Absolutely.
So after 20 years, she was kind of like, still a long time to have the doll, but after 20 years, she was kind of done, and she donated the doll to the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. So at the museum, a lot of people write him letters and leave him gifts like chocolates, because apparently Robert the Doll has a sweet tooth. And
see, that was the guy.
Oh, gross! I don't want to see that.
No, it's not graphic.
It isn't graphic. It's
the
just
guy.
like
It's just a mugshot and a picture of one of the clothed.
So creepy.
Victims.
So at the museum, people write him letters, leave him gifts, and I guess so. He has a specific person who takes care of him, and she goes through all of his mail. And I guess she was saying that a lot of the letters are people asking for forgiveness after being disrespectful to Robert the Doll when visiting him.
That's weird.
Yeah, so
that is what these were.
Is it? Do they have his letters up there or something? Yeah. So I guess a lot of people write asking for forgiveness after being disrespectful to him because he's taken out vengeance on him, I guess. Them.
People have written stuff this one says, I don't know. Dear Robert, I am so sorry my puppy did not ask. That might be ask if he could take 15 pictures
of you. Oh, and P.S. Thank you for letting my mom take beautiful pictures of you. What? That's weird.
Love Brian, I think it was.
I think it said Brianna.
It might have been Brianna.
I think it was Brianna.
Oh, yep. Wow, that's good. 3 words. I couldn't make them out, but sharp as a tack over here, Kelly, she got them. Yeah.
Just girl handwriting,
I can't do that. You definitely can, though. But yeah, people would literally send letters asking for forgiveness from this doll, this haunted doll. That is something. That's cool, but it's also what the fuck?
I feel like I'm early for the camera, but I just want to double check.
Double checking camera.
Yeah, we still. What else? Do you have something else?
Let me roll stumble upon because that doesn't exist anymore.
I felt like you had something else
Lorraine
to talk
Warren,
about. Because I have one other doll.
Oh yeah, you do, and I licked. I didn't lick a doll. I swear. I looked up.
Ooh, Smithsonian. That's a good website.
Yeah,
look at that, fancy.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let's get fancy.
Yeah, let's go to Smithsonian.
Fancy dolls.
That's some good shit.
Fancy dolls.
Ow, I just hit my tooth.
It happens to everyone. This is the one that I came, this site. 13 scariest dolls ever made.
Ew.
Which, number 1, which I don't know if 13 is the scariest or if 1 is the scariest.
I don't know.
But
maybe I wonder if it's even in order.
I don't know, but I want to... I want to get rid of that. So, let's go from 13 to 1. We don't have to do them all. Number 13 was a doll named Patty. Nancy Oyla inherited over 300 dolls from her grandmother, who was a psychic. Most of the dolls are said to be haunted. Oyla...
I think it's Oyola?
Oyola? Sure. Oyola, is selling... she's selling the dolls, and one of them is a 12-inch porcelain doll named Patty, and that is one of the paranormal ones, supposedly.
Dude, a bunch of people...
It was used for performing black magic spells.
Oh, that's no good. someone should not buy that doll.
I don't think so.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know how much is in that doll?
Ugh.
I don't know how much they're selling it for, but there's a lot of juju going on.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing though. People are like setting up eBay and Etsy shops for selling paranormal dolls.
Yeah, but people are also buying them.
I know, which is like terrible.
I guess it really depends on how Switzerland you are about everything.
Well, yeah.
Because if you're really affected by it, your energy will just kind of produce it.
Whereas if you're not really so much, it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah, you could set it up in the corner and you could videotape it and you could see what would happen. Yeah. So and
maybe nothing would happen.
Maybe nothing, maybe something. But anyway.
But that was so. Black I was magic. Like reading this article about how.
I'm good.
Yeah, some guy has like I think it was an eBay shop where he like sells haunted dolls, and he was like, I'm really specific about who I sell to, because he was like, if people are constantly messaging me asking for a haunted doll, he was like, then I'm usually like pretty wary. He's because skeptical, he thinks they're too.
Oh, that's like a background check.
Like. Yeah, he thinks if they're too excited about it, he's like, nah, they probably don't want this for like the right purpose, or they want it for entertainment. Whereas I guess I was reading, this other person was saying too that with haunted dolls, that some of them aren't haunted in a bad way. Like some of them have a really good energy and like a positive spirit inside of them.
Because haunted doesn't really necessarily mean negative.
Negative, exactly. So she was saying that a lot of the dolls that she tries to sell have more like positive spirits in them. And I was like, well, that's kind of interesting, but...
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't really focus... I don't think like, paranormal being negative. I mean, there are some spirits out there that could definitely enlighten you about what's going on with them, or you can even, close the gap of them being where they are and set them free because they're stuck.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I just read about Patty, who...
Yeah.
Freaky. But I don't know if you want to go into the I think the one you're talking about is on this list.
Is it on that list?
Yeah, it's like Onaki or...
Holy shit, wait, go back?
Yeah, you saw that one?
Alright, talk about the... Ooh, I don't like that.
Cespia is the name of this doll.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Cespia is creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, that you could have nightmares about.
Yeah. This doll was made by artist Cheyenne Aaron, and it's part of his Exquisite Monsters collection. While any of Aaron's art doll sculptures can easily qualify as the scariest, Cespia is particularly disturbing because it's inspired by antique wax medical models and specimens presenting genetic anomalies.
Ugh, I don't like that. So this isn't really a haunted doll, it's just like a scary looking doll.
Yeah. Cespia is not...
That looks like something from a fucking horror movie.
that definitely looks like some sort of...
That looks like something from like a Guillermo del Toro movie. But like worse and scarier.
Yeah, that's it. That's definitely a creepy one. But specimens represent genetic anomalies, so I guess you're born with thumbs coming out of your face and a slit into your forehead.
Yeah, I feel like no one can be born like that and survive.
Oh boy, you'd be surprised.
Oh, I don't wanna know.
You'd be surprised. We'll do an episode on that.
Maybe that'll be a solo mission for you.
A solo mission?
A solo mission.
This is together.
Alright, let's this is pretty much the last thing I have to talk about. It's one more doll that's apparently haunted, not necessarily in a bad way, but it is the doll, named Okiku. So apparently it's
How did you figure out how to pronounce that name? Did you just sound it out?
Yeah, Okiku.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, it's like Japanese, that's how they like,
Sounds like a sneeze. Okiku.
That's kind of cute. Okiku.
Thank you very much.
So apparently, not apparently, it is a traditional Japanese doll.
It is.
That was gifted to 3-year-old, this one's gonna be hard, a 3-year-old Kikuko. Kikuko.
You sure?
Yes.
1918.
Yeah.
And 17-year-old boy.
Yeah, he bought it for his sister.
2-year-old sister. See, if you read the sentence fully,
you
figure things out better.
Just let me tell you. I'll tell you the story.
Continue.
So it's a traditional Japanese doll that was gifted to a 3-year-old, that says 2-year-old, 2 or 3-year-old named Kikuko from her brother in 1918. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. His last name is Suzuki. I can get that because
Nice. Yep. Suzuki. Got it.
So kind of like Robert the Doll, she took the doll everywhere, slept with it every night, and then I think she died when she was 3, but she got really sick and got a cold because it's 1918.
Yeah.
So she got sick and passed away after catching a cold, and the family placed the doll in a shrine to their daughter, and they were praying to it all the time.
A family altar.
Yep. And I guess over time they started to notice that the doll's hair started to grow.
Weird.
Yeah, so apparently it had kind of like a traditional Japanese
doll haircut.
Doll
hair does not grow.
Where it was like above the shoulders, but then it started to grow almost to like knee length. And apparently that's how the doll's hair grows every year to knee length. And apparently, so now the doll, before I get ahead of myself, now the doll...
Do they cut it? Because she has bangs.
Yeah, so they think that the doll was inhabited by Kikuko's spirit. And the family eventually moved, and they were living on an island, and they felt as if the doll should stay on the island. So they gave the doll to the Menenji temple, where monks look after the doll and its spirit. So the doll is definitely in a safe place for sure. And I guess
they just give it a yearly haircut.
Yeah, it's literally said that every year they cut the hair up to the shoulders and let it grow to knee length, and they give it a cut once a year. But I don't know. I mean, it's probably not true because I've never seen pictures of the doll with short hair. And it's like, if it were true, why wouldn't you take a picture of the doll with short hair and then a picture of the doll as the hair progresses? As the hair grows.
Yeah. Maybe they don't give a shit.
They probably don't. I mean, it's months in a fucking temple.
They're just okay with it.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we'll just cut your hair. That's fine. You're good for a year.
But that would be kind of a cool doll to see too. I feel like the energy from that doll wouldn't be bad. No. It would probably be like...
They were only scared because the doll's hair grew.
I don't even think they were scared. I think it was...
Surprised?
I don't think they were scared. They believed that their daughter's spirit was in the doll, and apparently, I don't think it was anything bad was happening. It was just her hair was growing.
Now their daughter is
and they just decided that. And when the family moved, and they just felt as if their daughter's spirit should basically stay home on the island. So that was the only reason why they But I don't think they were scared because they placed it with monks to be taken care of, not in a sense where Annabelle is locked up in a box. Yeah. I think it was more
she's kind of
we want you to put this at rest.
There's definitely a difference between Annabelle being locked up in a box with a key
and Okiku
saying warning, positively do not open with Satan
on a tarot card
nailed to the damn thing versus Okiku, God bless you, whose hair grows and kid is in it and all that jazz. Yeah. There's definitely a difference. It's way more pleasant with Okiku than the other one.
For sure.
But
I mean that's all.
Robert on here.
Robert the Doll.
Yeah, there's Two-Face Doll. Two-Face Doll, literally how it sounds. There's apparently, here we are, see? Apparently they thought this Two-Face doll was the coolest thing back in the 1920s. It was supposed to show the two sides of the baby doll. One happy side and one sad side. However, both faces just look very strange. So basically...
Yeah, they do look really creepy.
What's that movie with... Is that from Harry Potter?
Voldemort!
Dude with the face?
Yep, it kind of does look like... It looks like fucking Voldemort in Quirrell.
Yeah, maybe that's that's the idea behind it, because this
Maybe.
from the front the doll's all like, hey, how's it going? From the back it's like
I'm Voldemort.
I want to go back to sleep.
Please put me to sleep.
Yes.
I would like to be back in my turban now, thank you. Dude, imagine Voldemort probably had such a hard time breathing back there. He's probably like,
yeah, you take the thing off. He's like, oh my god.
Thank you, it was so hot back there.
It's like if I can steam.
There's no breeze.
No, he's pissed.
That's why he's
Stop
so
putting
angry
the
all
goddamn
the
hat on my
time.
face. Little Miss No Name is number 2. Hasbro manufactured this doll sometime in the 60s. Dressed in a burlap sack, Little Miss No Name is meant to elicit sympathy. However, its very large eyes give it a rather eerie effect. It's no surprise that the production of this particular doll was discontinued after only 1 year. But
Yeah, I mean, that also sounds like pretty shitty for them to come out with
sack.
literally like,
look at her.
hey, here's a homeless little girl, Little Miss No Name. You want to buy this doll?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? That's
She got
so
a burlap sack. She
sad.
needs a home.
That's so sad.
Very large.
I don't like that.
Very large eyes. Like, look at her. Look at her
Why are
mouth. She's like.
Companies are so fucking stupid
Well,
sometimes.
it's marketing and buying.
Who thought that was a good marketing idea? That's terrible.
That's bad. Little Miss No
bad.
Name.
I know, that's bad.
That's like having a pet store with all dolls, naming them like little
orphan.
shit. Little shit Shih Tzu.
Little shit.
Yeah.
I would probably buy a dog named Little Shit. I'd be like, yeah, man, Little Shit.
But Little Miss No Name.
That's so sad.
Not good.
I don't like
that was
that.
bad. But number 1 was Natural Creeping Baby Doll, which is basically, you can look it up. It's a doll head on the front, two like arms from the elbow down, 2 back legs, but the rest of it is all metal.
Yeah, it's like all mechanical.
And it has like a little turny thing that you turn, and I guess it's naturally creeping baby doll. I guess it creeps. But in
it's kind of cool.
It's only creepy because it's creeping.
It's only creepy because it's like
crawling.
old and the metal body isn't covered. But when you think of it from like a, when was this made? When you think of it from like an 1871, like that kind of perspective, and you think of it as like what a cool just random invention.
Yeah, George
cool.
Pemberton. Clark.
Definitely be creepy though if it's like late at night and that's coming at you, but.
For house guests that don't know you have it, that'd be interesting.
But kind of cool at the same time.
U.S. patent number 118,435.
There's a lot of patents for such an 1871. That still seems like kind of a lot.
That's a lot. Well, I mean, they probably patented like
everything.
Worse things than that. Worse not meaning dark, worse meaning like bad ideas.
Like stupid, yeah.
Yeah. It was back then. They were trying to sell stuff. However, the doll clearly doesn't look natural. According to the National Museum of American History, the doll's head, 2 arms, 2 legs are made of painted plaster. Its limbs are then hinged to a brass clockwork body that mimics crawling moves.
Nice.
So, you got this little...
Now
it would be really creepy if you saw that crawling and it was like making noises, like laughing at you.
Ooh, yeah. I would not like that.
And you forget, like Chucky.
I've never seen.
Chucky's a doll. You've never seen Chucky?
I've never seen Chucky. I know. It's pretty sad. I really want to go see Child's Play, the new.
Start with the older one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like any, I don't know, it's like if they made like a new Exorcist.
Yeah.
You go see the original.
Yeah.
You work your way up.
Yeah.
See the original Chucky. It could be funny and stupid at the same time because it's like Chucky.
For sure.
The little dude, he runs around with a knife trying to kill people. Come on, man. You know, I'm surprised his dad isn't. What's the guy? Not Friday the 13th. Is that Friday the 13th? With Jason?
Yeah.
I mean, Jason walks around with a mask
No.
and stabs people.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, yeah.
Yeah, because Freddy's the glove.
Freddy's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Love Nightmare on Elm Street.
I was scared of that motherfucker.
Really?
Oh, dude, I like to sleep. What?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, and I was little.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't really have any, like, parental, like, restrictions on that stuff because I just knew it was all, like, you know, made up or whatever, but it was so real.
Yeah.
And then Halloween came by, and if my mom and I went to the Halloween store to get a thing, she would, you know, say, okay, this is not real. And she put on a mask, I'd freak out.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was not, oh, boy. I'd freak out. I'd be like, ah.
I feel like on that note...
Moving on.
I feel like we're pretty much...
Covered.
I feel like, you know, I don't really... Do you have anything more to add? I don't think I do.
I just think that everybody out there probably has at least one doll through their lifetime that they have come into contact with that they're like getting
no,
good
thank
vibes
you.
from, bad vibes from.
Yeah.
Is it moving? Is it staring at you while
Yeah.
you're in bed? Like, everybody has something.
I feel like Toy Story kind of fucked everyone up a little bit by thinking maybe their toys are really alive.
You know what? The toys from Toy Story also have, like, negative sides.
Yeah, for
As
sure.
to every human person on the earth.
Yeah.
Good side, bad side. But,
Well, thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you very much.
Episode 2.
This was fun.
This was really fun.
I
This
love
was
your
really
notes.
interesting.
Kelly had good notes.
Yeah, I had pretty thorough notes.
Yeah, I didn't. I had a couple web pages, and I like digging deep live for you guys. So that's what I got.
Well, we're not really sure what the next episode is going to be about, but definitely something cool and interesting. And
I have a couple ideas.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any of them.
yeah, definitely not. But you'll have to stick around for the next one. We hope you guys do. We hope you guys really enjoyed this episode.
Yep. And we hope that you kind of like our little setup.
Yeah.
We changed from the couch. Maybe it'll be the couch next time. Maybe it'll be the table.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can let us know too which ones you prefer. I feel like this is probably better.
This is better. It's better for
we can,
information.
like, research, yeah.
We can talk more directly.
Yeah,
you know,
I
we're not
like
so
this
low.
better.
This is much better. Video
Yeah.
cut out. So,
Yeah, so we recorded like our saying goodbye to you guys, and then the camera cut out. So
typical.
So
No,
yeah,
I'm just
we'll
kidding.
see
That's
you.
the first time it happened.
Oh yeah, I think it is the first
It's
time
the
it's
first
happened.
time.
It's happened to me plenty of times recording on this. Though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not fun.
First time
When you
for
think
me.
you've been recording for everything and then you miss a whole bunch of shit.
and then well, the good thing is it stopped right before the ending.
Yeah, it like literally like a minute before, pretty much right until we were saying I told you guys to fuck off, so it cut that out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because of our setup.
Yeah, I was
If-
like,
if-
fuck you
if-
guys.
if
This
you
is
like
what we're
it,
doing.
Yeah.
So
basically.
there you go. You didn't really miss much.
No, but yeah.
Thank you guys for watching,
Thank you very
and
much.
we'll see you in the next one.
Fuck it, space.